Hello my people, this is Safania Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. As you have noticed in my kitchen garden, I use jerry cans and sacks to plant my plants. In this video, I'll show you how to prepare the jerry cans and also how to fold the sacks. Make sure to watch the video till the end so that you can learn as much as you can when it comes to preparation. Here I am using the first method where I am using very hot knives to cut through the jerry cans and also very hot screwdrivers to make the holes. As you can see here, I am using a knife that I've heated up with fire to cut through the jerry can, and it's even producing smoke. This is not the fastest method that you can use, but if you have time and the energy, then you can use it. As you can see, I'm heating up my knives and my screwdrivers using fire, and if it's a cooker, then the cost of preparation might be higher, but if it's normal fire, then it can be cheaper. So it's up to you to choose which source of fire to use. Here I want to show you how to make holes on the jerry cans using the screwdriver. As you can see what I'm doing. Make sure the screwdriver is very hot so that it can be easy to pierce through the jerry can. The reason for making these holes is that the plants need air, and when we plant in the jerry cans, it will come in handy when it comes to that. The holes also helps the jerry cans when it comes to planting not to retain a lot of water on the soil, which is bad for the plants. Make sure you're always taking precautions not to get burnt, because what you're dealing with are very hot things. The knives are now hot enough to continue cutting the jerry can. The reason why I told you that this method is very tedious and it needs a lot of patience and it needs a lot of energy is because you have to switch in between cutting the jerry can and also making the holes, because you have to make sure the knives and also the screwdrivers are hot. So you'll be switching here and there. I am showing you all this detailed video so that you can see each and every place that I'm making holes at, which is very, very essential. So make sure to look very closely and mark the areas. One has to make holes on the top of the jerry can, at the bottom of the jerry can, and also at the sides of the jerry can. But now that you're making it into two halves, make sure you make on both sides of the halves. Hey, I'm still cutting my jerry can. This is how long it's taking. As I said before, you have to make holes on the sides of the jerry can. And as you can see here, I am making holes on one of the sides of the half of the jerry can.
Burning.
Finally, I'm done. Yeah, a clean cut, and it made two halves. The holes
For allowing water to go out.
here. I'm finishing up cutting the jerry can that I had started before. Now that these jerry cans are very small, there's no need of cutting them into halves. I just cut the upper part of it, then I'll just use it as it is. My people, not only can you use jerry cans, but you can also use any basin that's broken. Don't throw away those basins. They will come in handy when it comes to kitchen gardening. And I'll show you how to prepare the basins for the kitchen garden and planting. For the basins, you only make holes at the bottom part of it and also at the side of the basins. So if you have a broken basin, don't throw it away. You can use it as a nursery bed for the kitchen gardening. Here I was making holes on the side of the basin too.
You know, also vegetables needs air.
No.
Not reaching the end.
You're almost.
You through now. Here. You need to put some more there.
Make sure to make enough holes at the bottom part of the basin. So as you can see, this basin is broken and we will make the same holes as the other one. As you can see here, this is another basin, and as I told you before, no matter how bad the basin is broken, no basin is too far gone to be used when it comes to kitchen gardening, unless at the bottom part it's broken and it cannot hold any soil. The second method that you can use to cut your jerry can is using a hacksaw, which is the fastest because the hacksaw is very sharp and there is no need of using fire to heat it up so that it can be hot to cut through. This one is very fast and it can cut through any type of jerry can of any material, whether it is light or heavy, it cuts through. From experience, I definitely recommend this method. I think you have all noticed that this one is going faster than the other method. Here I am cutting another jerry can outside so that it can be more visible for you all. As I had mentioned earlier, apart from the jerry cans, I also use the sacks to plant in my plants when it comes to kitchen gardening. So this is how I fold my sacks, and I make sure after folding them, I also make holes on them so that the plants can get fresh air, and also the soil cannot be flooded with water when I'm watering, which is not healthy for plants. After folding, one has to cut the holes. They're not very big holes. And later in my videos, I'll show you how big it is. But one has to cut them at the side of the sacks. I think you all agree that sacks don't have a lot of preparation to do compared to the jerry cans. But both of them, they are very efficient when it comes to kitchen gardening. So make sure to explore both the jerry cans and also the sacks. Here I'm excited to finish up folding the sacks. The excitement was a lot to handle, such that I had to stand up and dance and just enjoy. My people, thank you so much for always watching my videos, for the likes, for the comments, for the encouragement. It means a lot to me, and I'm so sure when you continue watching my videos, you'll be able to learn a lot from me. Don't forget to subscribe.